Welcome guys, I'm Raven from southeast coast of Norway, and well, I was just on my way to the bank today, and what do you know, the ATM wasn't very generous, was it? And I thought, all right, let's go to the next bank. Okay, let's try another number. Did I hallucinate when I watched my bank account? And I go to the third bank, and I try again and again, and then they block the debit card, and then I try to go online, and I have an iPhone, so what's the issue? Internet not working, and it's like something here ain't right. And well, I think we all do know. Send a mensaje para mi papito, and he tell me, oops, yeah, all over the world kind of thing. So there you go, Pluto again. My beautiful, beautiful Lord of the Underworld. So obviously this is not going to be about you and no contact with your loved one right now. It could be. And as you can see, it also affects a little bit a few other situations, not to mention the streaming here. I don't know how it's like. The net seems to be a little unstable. Hopefully this need of using data roaming will not be an ongoing thing. And the other day here, a really large message came, and this is something that all of you should know, but you cannot know. And that's when I realized again why there are secret societies, because if I tell you what I saw, and if I tell you everything I have seen and experienced, you know, not all of you are ready to hear it, but we are from the year between 0 to 7. The programming of how we are going to meet the world with our attitude is very essential. You know, it's, you know, I remember I used to say, oh, when I lived before, I was roller skating. I still have the memory of the memory. And then I saw a place when I was very small, like 1 year or 2 year old. There was a place that I today recognize as India. But it's like a memory. Like yesterday I went to the shop, and with that there is a sensation coming, there is a vibration coming, and a clear picture. And the picture is maybe just 1 second, so you can describe things. And I've been into experience, going back to other life, all these kinds of things, and encountering things, especially when I use frequencies, vibrations, cymatics, like music and dancing. You really do become like a portal to something else. In a way, I realized we create portals all the time. So there is new information on who the chosen ones, who they are, and it's already out there. It was just not really in my lap. But the concrete information is out there. I have also received some strange messages from someone who, for now, it will be anonymous. Not the people with the mask. But I have searched for a long time a land witch, sea witch and sand witch. And for those of you who have not yet watched the movie, also known as Samadhi, you can watch the movies 1, 2, 3. And many of you might have to reboot your entire system regarding your brain, how things are working. And you need to shut off that we want to be rational. We think that if we're rational and if we can measure our brain up against the computer, then we are really, really smart. If you also do that, you create, well, you lock the door. You lock the door. And so if you lock the door, like if you, all the energy wheels, also known as chakras, they are portals or doors, you know, in a sense. And they have a vibration and they have a magnetism. We are electromagnetism. You can see it, and we know it also as the torus field. So what we are going to have a look at now is that how does this affect you? It's a general read. If you're connected to this channel, then this might a personal mensaje para ti. And because we know now Pluto does the dance, Saturn does the dance, Mars does the dance, Uranus does the dance. Apparently there is a portal, and now there are many people out there who have direct access possible to the Akashic Archive. And the reason certain things are secret is that, you know, one example is if I try to tell my mom, if what I try to explain is up here, she will understand. You know, the regular person who have an average open mind will be here. My mother, she's intelligent, she will understand a little bit more because most people are in denial. And then there are some people out, you know, who are all the way up there. I have managed to pull people up as far as possible, and in this case there are certain things that you need to take care of. So all this, some already now, many of these things I have written them down. Why? Well, because the information is pretty simple, it's pretty obvious, and you don't need to be a rocket science to understand it if you have read just some basic knowledge about, within theosophy, spiritism, spirituality, a little bit philosophy, metaphysics. It's a very basic way of understanding things. And then if you read the Book of Lies by Aleister Crowley, 20 years I would be like, wow, he's very deep. Today I don't really find a book as deep as I did the other day, because now I know who he's talking about, what he's talking about. Of course, we cannot understand everything he's talking about because you're not him, but you can, but you cannot. So we are always dealing with two opposing forces. Basically, the higher you climb, the closer you are to the top of the mountain, if you start losing focus on the grip, which is, look how close I am. I am almost up now. Look, everyone, see how close I am. And then you lose the grip. And if your reflexes are not quick enough, the fall will kill you. So if you're not that far up on that mountain, the fall will not be so hard. But the higher you come, and this is where we get self-proclaimed prophets, cult leaders, all these things. Because when you open that gate, that D portal, that is where you will be challenged, you will be confused, you know, there are other vibrations, other entities who are riding on vibrations which also are opposing, who will try to trick you into losing the grip. And the moment, because I have this knowledge, because I know this, I know how to do that. I know how to climb that mountain. But you forgot something. And that is that you are a puzzle. You belong to a big piece of puzzle. All these puzzle pieces have a consciousness, the mind of their own, but they are also puzzles. Now, maybe one puzzle thinks, oh, I'm far more colorful and interesting. Oh, I got the symbol on my piece of the puzzle, and that piece of the puzzle just got a plain color. So that piece of the puzzle is not that special. That's all humankind, all humans, animals, trees, everything. So what do you think? We don't need that guy over there. What he's doing, he only cleans our toilet. He doesn't have a special color like we do. Okay, sack him then. Clean your own toilets. What happens? Well, because you think you are more special, because your colors in the puzzle are more interesting, and you are in the center of the puzzle, but you just sacked that piece of the puzzle that completed it. And you know, that could be the guy who clean your toilet, who do your dirty work. Well, you know, now you have to do it on your own. But the thing is, can you be that part of the puzzle? Replace him. Yeah, you have to clean your own toilets, but can you replace him? Can you replace that piece of the puzzle that belonged to the exact, this specific puzzle, which there is only one of this one. Only one was produced. In Japan, the people who clean toilets, they are known to be actually well paid. So you say, because my status and my education is far more expensive, not only gives this me more authority, makes me more special. Yeah. And so, okay then, let's sack everyone and underpay everyone who built your house, cook your food, I don't know, the people we look down on who are just someone who are creating the clothes you wear, cleaning your floors, making sure you have a pair of glasses so you can see. They are not neuroscientists, or they don't have any doctor's degrees. Let's get rid of them all. That puzzle afterwards will be very much filled with holes. What am I saying? Well, you do not know the story of this other one who lived, who never had enough money to take the same education as you, as a lawyer or a doctor or someone of political importance. Because his path is different than yours. But you don't know this path. You think you know this path. Just like you see a beggar in the street and you say, ha, I read a story that all beggars, they are secretly millionaires, or they belong to the mafia, or if I give them money, they will buy drugs. So that's why I never give any money to people who sit in the streets. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. That is what I believe. Today I received a lot of information about this kind of mentality. I have tried to talk a little bit about it before, and people thought it was strange when I started to refer to myself as in third person, or say we instead of me. I found the answer. I now know how to teleport to another dimension. Click on my channel. I am so special. I am now downloading special things from the Akashic archive. I have more followers than you have when it comes to twin flames. Trust me, if you follow me, because I am married to a real twin flame, I am very special. Do not go to other channels and read other tarot cards, because I know what happened. Many of these people who claim that, I can tell you right now that I didn't find it. Someone told me. What is the 144,000? Who the chosen ones are? And the answer was like, oh, okay. I can now make a video and say, I have now found the answer to who the chosen ones are. I now know who they are and who they are not. Follow my channel, because I have this and this and this. special answers. Not them. Only me, 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 me. And the world out there will bombard you. I constantly have to deal with people all the time who come in to this page and tell me, fraud or repent. They know better. Their color is better. And because maybe I am that far up, close to that corner in the end of the color specters of that, sky full of stars, so my color is all black. I must be very dark and low vibrational because I'm not in the middle of that picture where the moon is shining, or on the side where this picture of the sun is shining. I'm on the side where there are just a few stars, and away from there are 2-3 missing puzzles because they were too dark. So we want more of those puzzle pieces that are high vibrational, like the sun. So let's order more of those puzzle pieces. So we have 2, 3, 4, many identical puzzle pieces, because we don't want to have the dark ones. And you know what? The electricity just went off when I said the dark ones. Yeah, I watched this channel a few times. Synchronicity does not surprise me anymore. Does that make me, as a puzzle, very, very special? I could tell you now and say, see, I told you so. My content. I rest my case. I just talked about the dark and the light goes off. So, the moment people proclaim themselves as prophets, I know one guy, he say, I'm a portal. But the vibration he have, I cannot know who he really is. Go down the rabbit hole. They can use the cards for that and they will give you one version. But this man, he remember all his past lives and he's all over the net. Easily to find him. But he never say, I am a portal. Listen to me, What he did was being just open about what happened. He's not afraid of being ridiculed. I am used to being ridiculed. But I realized that certain things here that we see coming out from some specific portals, since the specimen is a little bit unfamiliar to us, something comes out from that portal, it's a completely new entity. We have never seen a lion before, or we have never seen this specific type of chimera before. This language sounds familiar. How do I know it is not sent by a demonic force speaking earth language here? Or how do I know that this is the language of the light? We do have some answers for that. In order to give you more information about that, it's for another time. For now, we are going to have a simple look at, as this is, thank God, not live stream, or the goddess, we are going to use astrology and see how this will impact the world and all the zodiac signs on a personal level. Now remember, you could have Sun, Moon in Scorpio, you could have your ascendant in Gemini, Mars in Gemini. Mars is how we fight, Venus is how we love, Mercury is our mentality, how we speak, how we think, how we perceive knowledge. The Sun is the personality, the Moon, our emotions, what we fear, things that are very subtle to us, just like the 12th house is very subtle. And the ascendant is where we're supposed to go, the path, while the nodes are what we come into in this life. Just like the North Node is where we're supposed to empty that luggage, possibly also known as karma. And all these placements, are we going to see if we can find that puzzle? Yes, that means we are going to go through all 12 houses, not 11, 12 houses. Now we do know there is another star sign or zodiac signs also known as Ophiuchus, the snake carrier or the snake charmer, as I like to call it. Now, we are not going to look at him right now, known as Sagittarius. I know, yeah, possibly, or most of them are. Well, when it comes to live stream and all that stuff, crow strike, murder of crows, crowd strike. The things that was shown to me by a good friend and other people who are researching in these fields is information that maybe you will never stumble upon it. If you do, click on the video when it's made, or if I can manage to get this on a piece of paper. I've already started to work on it, but the truth to be told, if I'm going to decipher absolutely all of these documents, it's going to take me a lifetime. So out there, if you are linguistic with an open heart, mind, and you have a little bit knowledge in linguistics, this special language, which seem to have certain connections to mantra. It's an old language. It's a different kind of language, and there are ways to decipher it. For those of you who do not know so much about quantum language, twilight language, and these kind of things, not for you. That will be very vocabulary. For now, we are going to have a look at what is going on. Is this a new pandemic computer style, or will this be over as soon as it is Monday? Is it just a distraction because now they are up to something else? Is it a big conspiracy? So we are like, we're running out of money, I cannot pay my house rent today. I cannot go to the doctor. We know lots of people. Very sorry for you. Stuck on the airport. Lucky for me, I traveled yesterday. I thought my life was falling apart this morning. Turns out, you're pretty good. You got away yesterday. And there is nothing wrong with your plastic, my dear. It is something wrong with the crop strike. Or maybe it's not wrong at all. Maybe things are falling into place now. You will see one day, for those of you who do not think that little dark puzzle piece is not important, at some point when the picture is almost finished, you will regret that you kicked out the puzzle piece that was too dark for you. If you want to check out how this might impact you on a personal level, video is coming up when the electricity is up. Love you so much. I'm Raven. Thank you for listening.